All right, my friends, here we are. Here we are on another Let's Talk with the Doc, and I'm excited again. I know it's a couple of minutes, and I know you're ready. You've been waiting for the doctor to come on, and here we are live again this week. Everybody was excited about it last week and couldn't wait for this week to come, and here we are. And good thing we have him on landscape, so he's filling up his screen tonight, so that's a good thing. All right, so we have Dr. Lester Lewis with me, and when I come back, we're gonna be talking to him about continuing we pick up where we left off last week. We're gonna find out how did he met Singing Rose, and we're gonna get it down in the culture of music and the philosophy of music. So when we come back, I'm gonna open the conversation with Dr. Lester Lewis. ORB Ministry presents Let's Talk with the Doc. Grace Without Borders podcast. A thought for you. Ask Pastor. And a whole lot more. You never know what's next or who will join the conversation. All right, all right. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. And the man is here, and the man never without his guitar. Dr. Lewis, are you here with me? Are you here with me? She's gone distracted again with the music. Can you hear me, sir? All right. Are you there? Are you there? He's not hearing me at all. So he's tuning his guitar, and I'm watching. Are you hearing me?
Definitely. I'm hearing you.
Okay, so talk to me.
How are you doing, Reverend? So happy to be with you.
Oh, I thought you weren't hearing me at all. So I thought you got all that tuned up and ready to go, ready to rumble.
Yeah. I have my guitar well tuned, man.
All right. So it looks like you're well tuned now. So let's start with the conversation where we left off. Welcome back to Let's Talk with the Doc.
Thank you.
All right. So we you remember we were left off last week?
Do you remember?
I
I hear you repeat it. Where we talk about when we go to Portmore and I will meet Mama, I will meet Singing Rose.
Okay, so that's where we want to pick up this week. How and when did you meet Singing Rose? We want to get a bit of insight into the story of you meeting Singing Rose and, continue the conversation. So give us a little bit of insight into the story and the journey.
Well, I must say that your interview is one of a kind.
Well, I
Yeah, because
appreciate that.
you really get it. You get it very well, very well. So we was talking about after touring through Jamaica with Pastor Andy from Guyana. Yeah, about 3 years going through the whole nation from church to church, and church which was 20 become 40, church that was 40 become 80. Every district that we go in the hills of Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, and Manchester, it was victorious. So we reach in Portmore. We go to that church with Pastor V.T. Williams. one
Oh,
of his
okay,
church.
okay. That was
Right.
a big
And
deal.
then
VT Williams is a big fish.
big deal, man. I call V.T. Williams, the bulldozer of gospel.
VT Williams is a big
I
fish.
Yeah. And and when we go to the church, there was no one to host us immediately. So we wait until after service, the morning service, and then Sister Brown, yeah, she's now a bishop. She's actually in the States right now, Sister Brown. And Sister Brown was at the service. Sister Rose wasn't there. So Sister Brown run home and say, we have two missionary, we have two missionary at church, and nobody want to host them. So we we will we will we will work out something in our apartment. Like Sister Brown say, I will stay with Rose, and then let Andy and I and our husband stay in her apartment. Mommy Rose is here, that she's right here with us. So 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 when that come up, mom we end up staying with them for about 2 weeks, right? Yeah. About 2 weeks. You understand? And we saw the pretty girl in the house, but I wasn't so brave to trouble her. You know, I have another girlfriend. We're in St. Mary. So after the crusade, I head down to St. Mary to look for this girl.
So
And
you,
when I go to look for this,
so hold a second. You're the minister of music, but you are a girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend that I was trying to meet, what you call it, court, to marry to. I see a girl, but
Okay,
that
okay.
girl was all the way in St. Mary, from one of our crusades that we had. So this girl in St. Mary, she was a teacher. So me probably want married to a teacher. So me, after the crusade with PT, I head down to St. Mary now to look for the girl. When I go and look for the girl said, me have a boyfriend. I was so disappointed. So I decided to travel back now to Portmore and stop by my auntie and then go and look for Sister Rose.
Okay, so you were in the hunt.
And if she run me, me would say, me da go over my auntie go sleep. And so that's how I come back now and meet Sweet Rose.
Okay.
Now she was coming, but before that, Sister Brown dream said, me come back and come propose to Sweet Rose. Sister Brown, when did you say Mama Rose? Where's Sister?
So swing the camera, make us see Sweet Rose. Swing the camera. Swing it a little bit. Let's see you
Right.
Sweet Rose by your side. Go the other direction. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Greeting, Bishop. How are you? And how is
Greetings.
everybody?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Greetings,
good. I'm doing
Coco.
good. It's interesting. It's interesting to hear the man sitting down right beside you, telling the story of him leaving you,
Yes.
going back to St. Mary to go look for his old girlfriend or the girl that
Right.
he wanted to because he wanted to marry a teacher. And then when the teacher turned him down, he run back, come back to you. So did you know that story when in the early?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So how did you
He said, me have a boyfriend.
okay, so now Rose, you became an afterthought or a secondary running back to because he find himself empty handed in St. Mary, so he run back to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how did you deal with that? What was the story? What was the story he told you when he came back?
Well, he didn't tell me anything, but he just come back at the house and said he come to look for me. So I said, really? So I remember the dream that Sister Brown dreamt that he saw him coming back to the house and asked me to marry to him. And
Wow.
I said, Sister Brown, I know I know you have. She always
Goat
said the
mouth.
goat mouth. I
What?
know whatever you said, it always happened.
Oh
So
wow.
I, so I'm not interested.
Oh, so you weren't
Yeah.
interested.
No.
You know,
And she was coming from work and she dressed up bossy, sharp, sharp. And I was at the house before she come from work. So she come back up on me at the yard.
so I run inside my room and lock the door.
Oh
I
wow.
can't remember the dream.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh,
But
uh-oh.
then Sister Brown come and call me and said, Sister Rossi, come out here, come on, come in, he's here and thing. I said, really?
So you thought the goat
And
mouth, so you thought
she
the goat mouth
persuaded
got
me
you
and
thought the goat mouth got you.
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. She traveled.
So I went back outside and greet him and so on.
Wow.
And we were there, yes, at Sister Brown, and yeah, and then he talked to me
And
and
I
he
was
talked to me,
sitting
and
with
he
you.
was
I was sitting with you on the step,
right.
side of you on the step. And what happened? Tell the people then.
No, on the step, he was the came inside my room and they sit down on my bed.
Mhm. And tell them what
And he
happened.
was fixing something on the window and doing all sort of stuff in the room and stuff like that. And then he was sitting down on the bed and talking, 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 and he just do one kiss on my mouth, and I was
Really?
so frightened.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Really?
frightened and I run inside the kitchen.
So this man decided to take over right away, trapping kiss as
I
well. I
Right
thank,
mean,
away.
thank you, thank you.
One kiss.
and
Wow.
I think, and then I think after that he said he wanted to marry me. So I said, really? Not me, not this rose, somebody else.
wow.
And then
So
Mama
then
Rose said
started.
she going to visit her parents in St. Anne. And I said, I'm coming.
Wow.
And when I say I'm coming, she didn't say nothing. She keeps silent. So I end up traveling with her to see her parents.
Wow.
And when I go to see her parents,
Yeah.
I take my guitar and I go to every house.
Before that, you remember when you go and see my father,
Yeah.
he take out a gun. He have a little play gun.
Uh-oh.
But he take out the gun and hold it on him. I
Yeah,
said, where you going?
from over the door top. Yeah, one little gun they went play with all the time. One little pipe notch. One little pipe from the water pipe. And he
Okay.
hold it and say, where you going? and when he said that, he frightened me. You understand with it? And then I take my guitar now and I go to house house in the district and sing all day.
So what was the motivation to be singing at houses? Did the people know who you were?
No,
Now they
that's the
didn't
first
know.
time they see me. But that's what I do. And because of my love for God, I just I am always witnessing, always talking to people about the Lord, and always sharing and singing. So that's
Wow.
like my that's what I do. That's what I do. I go to maybe about how much house I go. I don't
I
remember.
really
But we go
remember.
from house to house, house to house, and sing. You
So
understand? And share my song.
was Rose singing with you, or you just sang by yourself?
I go by myself
So you
and
were
leave Rose in the
so
house.
you were trying to impress her father and impress the community that you were the sweet guy.
Exactly.
Maybe that was it, but it was more natural. It was more natural. I was like thinking it. I was just doing it.
Okay, all right.
Like
So
when I go, yeah, they do fireside
Cooking and
cooking.
yeah, the fire wood
And
and putting on the pot on the wood fire.
Mama
And the
Rose
next day, and he went the next day. He went up
to
in the
look for
hill
wood
to look for wood.
that is upside our house. And when I go,
you just
to
make
look,
yourself a homeboy right away.
yeah, one time,
All
bam,
right
bam,
then.
bam,
So
bam, 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 bam.
what did her father say after he put on this so-called gun? What did he say to you? You like you're hanging around. What did he say to you?
Well, I was pretty friendly. We talk and sing for them and things like that. And then the next morning after breakfast, I go and look wood in the hill. The hill is behind the house.
Wow.
That's a little hill that he used to go up and play a party, right?
Oh yes, yes.
And sing behind the house.
So Rose,
So
what were you thinking
I go
then
to look
when
for,
what were you thinking, Rose, when he was hanging around going to look for wood and that? What were you thinking?
Well, I think that he was impressing my parents.
right.
So he went and looked for wood whole day in the hill.
It's a whole day now.
And my father said, "Where is he? Where is he? We can't see him coming back."
We go from after 7, we go into the hill, and I never come out till 6 o'clock.
So what kind of wood you look? How much wood you can carry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, brother. Hello, pastor. I look wood that serve for over 3 months.
Oh yeah.
So what you have a donkey or what? How many
I
trips you make?
No, I didn't have a donkey. What I do, I chop down the wood. I even find some tree that fall down in the hill and dry for years. So I will chop it, throw it
Throw it down. Yeah.
behind me.
Yeah.
Chop, throw, chop, throw. And so I go to like about a mile, nearly a mile,
Wow. Wow.
chopping wood and throwing them behind me, throwing them behind
Wow.
me,
Wow.
throwing them behind me. So when I'm coming back now through that trail, I just throw the wood. And as I go, I throw the wood. As I go, I throw the wood. As I go, I throw the
Oh
wood.
wow.
And so until
Pile up.
it reach down to the house. To
Wow.
reach down to the house, I pick them up and take them in. But one of the things that happened that I can talk about that seriously happened, seriously, mosquito and ants bite me all day.
Wow. That's I said
And I
somebody say
was,
somebody say, oh, what a price I have to pay for loving you, right?
yes, yes, yes. I pay a price, brother. That price was serious. In other words, mosquito biting me and I don't care if they're biting me. And I
Oh,
don't care if the ants biting me.
that's the dory
Until,
you're gonna pay for Rose. Wow. Wow.
yeah, it's a
Exactly.
dowry. Yeah, that
Yes,
was a
yes,
dowry.
yes, yes.
Believe you me, believe you me, the wood searched for 3 months.
Wow.
Nobody had to go and look for wood again for over 3 months.
Wow. That is like that is like Jacob working 7 more years for his Jacob working 7 more years.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
7 more years to get
Oh
him
yeah.
started.
they couldn't
Oh
believe at
my
all. They
They
couldn't
God.
couldn't
believe
believe
it
it.
because they never have so much wood before.
Wow.
They never had
Well,
so much wood in
well,
the house before.
and I guess you never look no more wood because now you got Rose, right? How did it go after that?
So how did you after that, Rosie?
We, after
We go
that,
back home.
we went back. I went back to
We
home.
stay on the
Everyone's
mission.
yeah,
We
and I
stay
went
on the
back.
mission with Andy, and we make everybody know about the
The wedding,
coming together. Right,
whatever it is.
our sister from England, and
9 months after,
9 months after we get married.
Well,
so
kudos to
everybody
you. And
couldn't
how
believe
many
that
years you
thing.
got now?
We gone. How much year we got again?
46 years.
We're going 46 now.
Okay,
This
so I,
July.
I, I I got one ahead of you, but that's good.
Wow, yes.
Oh, wow.
Tell your
Wow.
wife, tell your wife, say me and her now ramp, She are gonna do a recording. She are gonna do a recording the both of you.
I hear
Wanna
you.
do something special.
I hear you. I hear
Like
you.
yeah, like on
I'm not.
Kazuma plan for he's planning to you're going up to years in ministry. So he's getting, I think
We'll
I
see.
think
We'll
he
see.
and his
We'll
wife
see.
should do
We see where that we go. I'm not sure she's excited about hearing that, but we'll talk about that somewhere offline. All right. All right.
right,
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 All
right,
right.
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 Okay. So you got married and you're excited. So when did you guys started singing together?
Immediately from I met her,
I used to sing in the choir.
Okay.
I used to sing a high tenor. So I
Okay.
used to
Okay.
sing in the choir. But
Okay.
then when we got married, then he started to teach me to
that trainer
harmonize
yeah, to harmonize. Yeah.
and train me how,
Mm-hmm.
to sing
Yeah.
properly.
We will
Wow.
set up like from 7 o'clock when she come from work, and we will practice sometime until 2 o'clock.
Was
So it
was that
was
was that
like
was that was that
serious.
practice just for singing or just to be with Rose? Which one?
The practice was really to sing because I I in my heart I think once she can sing, we will hit the road together. So she was like
It was rigid
I was
because he was from 6, 7 o'clock in the evening until 2 o'clock, and I had to get to work the next morning for the morning for 7. So it
right.
was it was it was horrible.
I was a song like won't that be a hallelujah when it's upon the other side? When the saints of God standing in the meeting, welcome across the sky. We lift our hands together, we're shouting to the land. And when you think it's just about it, we have it all over again and again. Again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. Again. Oh, what a celebration when we step on the other side. Standing at the top of Zion, triumphant voices. Angels keep on singing, your bells keep on ringing. When you think you just about it, then we have it all over again and again. Again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. Again.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Wow. That's pretty good.
To
That's
do
pretty
that,
good. That's
to
pretty
do
good.
that,
That's pretty good.
thank you.
to do that was serious rehearsal and preparation.
I can hear
And
that.
the both of us voice lock tight. And
Wow.
when we do that, maybe the Lord was just crouching down and waiting. I could say the Lord don't send people out who are not prepared. And he don't send people out that will embarrass him.
I hear you, man. I
So
hear you.
our rehearsal was about that. To
Wow.
prepare.
Wow.
And when we prepare, and you know where I get that from? I'm talking to the church. Did you know that When I was in the Rasta field, we will every 7 o'clock. Some of us boys just meet under the coffee walker under the mango tree, and all you will hear is the strumming of guitar and see the light of ganja cliff.
I heard you
And we
said
will
that.
rehearse. We will rehearse without knowing that we're going to a concert or anything. We just rehearse every day. And I think the church, those who are in music and in praise and worship, we should rehearse without even planning to go to a program. That is how these guys do it.
I hear
So
you.
when
I
they
hear
go
you.
out, they're sharp
Sharp
as
and ready.
razor.
Sharp and ready. Sharp and ready.
Sharp as razor. You understand? And you know that when Jimmy Cliff is going on, or any one of our reggae guys, when Jimmy Cliff is going out, they practice and rehearse 8 hours a day for 3 months.
Wow.
So we are trying to say, how are they affecting their audience like that? You have to prepare. The church have to prepare.
I agree
The
with it. I
church
agree.
have to go into serious
Training.
preparation and practice, because when I entered the church, there was no rehearsal.
That's
We
one. That's
just
one. That's one of
had
the things
to.
that we don't do effectively and consistently. So we are not as
Uh-huh.
as synchronized. That's a good word. We're not as synchronized as we should be because that takes long term gelling together, getting familiar with each other's voices and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the way forward in the 21st century, we have to deal with that. We have to
Wow.
deal with that seriously. If we're gonna do it, we must do it with all our hearts.
I agree.
It cannot be half-hearted.
I
It cannot
agree.
be half-hearted.
I agree. I agree. So I know your little grand boy get up, So maybe we're gonna give Rose a little bit of chance to go get him quiet, calm down, and then let's talk to you about some more things now. All right. So
Right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
All right, grandbaby, say hello. Say hello.
hi,
Um, ask him where he's from.
you from heaven?
He's from heaven.
All right, let's get
The
back to Earth.
pastor
Let's
laughing.
get back to Earth. No, so let's get back to Earth so we can talk about some things
Okay.
on
Okay,
Earth.
okay. Okay, Papa.
So he jumped, Papa, you jump in the international interview. Every interview, everything he jump in.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, he's a celebrity 3-year-old.
Okay, all right. I think I saw you. I think that's one I see. I saw you trying to teach him to play drummer or something like that.
Yes.
Okay, all right,
So
all right.
he's all over the world already, and I deliberately do it because I know he can play the keyboard a little bit and he can play the guitar a little bit. He's only 3-year-old,
Wow.
and he's learning the winner man. He's learning the songs, and whenever I go and sing out, I carry him and I put him on the stage
Okay,
to
okay,
sing with
okay,
me.
okay. So
So
you
I'm not
so so, so
waiting
you
for the
so you're molding him.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. As you
Yeah,
mentioned as you mentioned the the the
the
the the
rehearsal.
the singer man.
And
Tell me
yeah,
tell me a li-
uh,
tell me a little bit about the tell me a little about Jesus is the winner man. Tell me about that one. Where did that come
yeah.
from?
How the winner man come up is when we won with the Bible,
Oh, okay.
1988.
So hold
I
a second.
was
Hold up, pause a little bit. So since that come after let's go into the entry into the festival with every time I read my Bible. Tell me about the entry of that. How the entry of that and the process of that and the winning and what was that what that was like.
Right. The entry of it was when I go back to Lambs River. That is where Pastor was to take me out of Mandiko Bay, and I was at the church. And every time we would listen to Grace Triller's song, but for some reason, when we listen to the Grace Triller song, I I put in a cassette from a gentleman called Alexander Scobie. You probably know Alexander Scobie that read the
Hmm.
Bible. So any chance I get, I will listen to a song, but I don't listen to song a lot. And the reason for that, listen to song and everybody's song, is that I want to be
Hmm.
original.
Hmm. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
So when I listen to Alexander Scobie, he read the Bible, and then I couldn't read very well. So when he read, I go over what he read and pronounce the words. And I noticed I was riding I was riding the Proverbs 4. That was one of my riding horse. Every time I go and read Proverbs 4. And then I would read Psalm 118. And I would read Psalm 107, what I was talking about
Right.
last week. And whenever somebody come to give me a job, I would read the Bible before I take the job. And it's to help me to practice to
Okay.
read.
Okay.
The Bible is so sweet. The Bible is so sweet that I just want to read. So I noticed that the people at church not reading the Bible after church.
Right.
They would read when service and they say, Uncle, let's read the Bible. Everybody read Bible. When church over, nobody read Bible. And I noticed that. So I wanted to promote the
Okay.
Bible.
Okay. Okay.
And the Lord said to me, write a song that will encourage and promote people to read the Bible. So that is
So that's
how
the
that song come
inspiration
out.
of that song. Okay, so
Yeah.
now that song, you got that song. How did it get discovered? That you enter into.
I remember now. Remember, I just play
I
for you.
remember.
I just play. I just play. So that was my Western feel of playing music in the
Okay.
church. And I never want to sing reggae again because I just come from the reggae world. I have a contract with Byron Lee, and I was going heavy in the reggae world. And when that song come up, there was no beat to fit the song except the reggae beats.
Got you. Got you.
And that's how I play the reggae. And I never write the song for festival. I just wrote the song and begin to sing it all over. And people start to leap and jump. And I go to my pastor wife, Mama Watson, and I said, Sister Watson, how they sound? She said, they sound good, man. They sound good. But before that, I was Jimmy Swaggart. I was the black Jimmy Swaggart of the
Oh yeah, you
Caribbean.
used to be mellow.
When I, yeah, 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 yeah. came unto tomb of Jesus, you know, and I was like doing that. And when I wrote this song, that's when I also become Lester
Okay,
Lewis.
okay, 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 okay,
I was no more copying. I was copying, I become
okay,
original.
okay. So, I mean, what you said when you became Lester Lewis, or the renowned Lester Lewis, or the known Lester Lewis? What, how, what did they call
Yeah,
you before?
no. They called me Lester Lewis, but I wasn't. Remember, I was
Okay, so
copying
so now when you
everybody's
really make
song.
your own stamp and thing, you put your own stamp on the thing.
Yeah, man, me
All right,
become
all right.
original. And when I went and I was singing that song, we sing it for about 5 years before we record it,
So by the time it gets set, right?
because it's
So
soak, man. It was one of the young man that I meet also on the trail before I meet Mama Rose. What he's from England, and he played the guitar. He played the guitar, he played the keyboard, and he played the bass. His name is Michael. And Michael, I met him in St. Mary. And then I bring him now to Lambs River and Manchester. He's a very, very talented musician. His parents bring him from England to Jamaica. So then he linked with me. And so we go everywhere. And we were singing that song a trio.
okay,
Every time I read my Bible, every time I read my Bible, Lord, feel alright. Right. And then we put in, devil have you run, him have you run, devil have you run when Jesus come, devil have you run, him have you run. Jesus is nice, nice, nice. And because of reading the Bible, I could fit the Bible verse between those words that I come
right.
up with.
So that's pretty that was pretty creative. I remember the first time I heard that. I remember. I mean, it's a long time ago when I heard that the first. Said, "Whoa, all right,
Yeah.
Lester is kind of hitting the airwaves." And I didn't even realize that I recall that there was a festival song that he actually won the festival with. So tell me about the competition. When you entered the competition, how did that go?
So I went to Curacao. And when I go to Curacao, I get offering by singing in different churches. Come up to $1,000. Now I've been asking people for about 5 years, and no one stretched their hand to record me. I asked superintendent of the church. People don't even think about that.
Hmm.
People will come and we will sing in the rally, man, and mash up the rally.
We lost your vocal. We lost your vocal there. We lost your vocal there, Lester. I lost your audio. I'm not sure what happened there. Your audio stopped coming through.
Hear anything?
I hear you now.
Yeah.
I hear you now.
Okay, so the church wasn't recording. And when I go to Curacao, I get $1,000 offering. I take the whole $1,000 and just go and put it in a young man hand that have a studio. Now this young man also gets saved from our ministry in Curacao.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And his father give him a studio. And I go and I give the guy the whole $1,000 and say record me.
Because because
And it
because
was
because you
Michael and
because you need
Rosa
to have
Nine.
something playing on the radio in order to attract the audience, right?
Eh. And boy, when we record it, would you believe that I do 12 songs in one day?
Oh, come on.
And we put on the rhythm. We put on the rhythm. And after we put on the rhythm, brother, we go and vice it and put harmony. And Michael played the bass, the piano, and the guitar. And so you have to dub them on one by one.
Wow.
In 2 days, in 2 days, we record everything, and the young man, is very quick. He mixed them. I didn't even have money to buy a master tape. He lent me a master tape and put it on a cassette.
Wow.
And after he put it on the cassette, his 12 song we recorded. The drummer was not a Jamaican. The drummer is an Antillian. It's just me and Michael come from Jamaica. So we give it that feel. And it was in
Wow.
reggae. And you know what? Not over now. Maybe not over is in America. Joseph not over, don't even know him. He called me and said, Lester, the festival is on, so come home. So we pack up our bag and head home. That time I don't tell him that I record the
Oh,
song.
really?
I didn't even tell him. And when I go home, I said, see, song is ready. And with Pastor Blair was a part of the festival committee.
Is that Era Blair?
Pastor Blair,
Okay.
Harold Blair. And there's another pastor, I don't remember. Pastor, I forget his name now. He's deceased. He was a part too. He have a church on the boulevard there. If you know where that church is. I forget his name though. And he and Pastor Blair helped to deposit the song in the festival. And when they deposit the song, Pastor Blair tell me that they put it in, they put it out. They put it in, then they put it back. Then they put it in, then they take it out. And so till they couldn't find no other song suitable,
Wow.
they let it stay.
So how many religious
So
singers were there? How many gospel or religious music were there in the mix of that competition?
yeah, well, it was the beginning of the gospel festival. So 1 year did gone. They did 1 year gone. And this was the
Okay, so that's
second year.
general gospel
And we
gospel
have
festival. Okay. Okay.
gospel festival. There was one young man there. He wasn't a Christian. His name is Silbel.
I
You
heard
ever
that
hear
name
about
before.
Silbel? Well, Silbel was there. And there was quite a few other people. Brown Gray Brothers
I
was
sang with
there.
I sang with Brown Great Brothers a couple of times back
Me,
in my days.
yeah, wow. Brown Gray
As
was
a matter of
there.
fact, there was one time
So, and
when Brown wasn't there, and I sang with Gray in replace of Brown.
right. And you know what happened, brother? In the middle of the festival, when we play, we travel all 14 parishes, paid for by the festival
Mm-hmm.
committee. I wear a red shoes and I wear a white suit and we carry a black Bible. And Michael and I and Rose go on the stage. Who was backed by the Grace Trillers? The Grace Trillers band was the band that backed us up. And every parish we go, brother, we'll come out with the song. We'll come out. Don't try to tell me God is dead. He woke me up this morning. Hey, that was one of my original songs.
Yeah.
That song was not written
Oh,
by
really?
Grace Trillers. It was written by Les.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. Don't try to tell me what
Oh,
God
really?
is dead. Is less
No,
than
that's new. That's news to me. I thought it was Grace that originated that.
They didn't say it.
Oh,
They should say it.
wow.
They should
So
give
they
me
give you
the
no credit for that
They should give
song?
me my credit. No.
All right. Okay. So you're Mr.
But
You're Mr. Original. You're Mr. Original. Sing that for everybody. Sing that song for everybody. Let's hear Lester Lewis version of that. The author of the
okay.
song.
Okay. Okay. Don't. Okay. Hold on. Don't try to tell me God is dead. He woke me up this morning. Don't try to tell me he's not alive. He lives within my heart. He opened up my blinded eyes and set me on my way. Don't try to tell me God is dead. I just talked to him today. He lives. He's alive. King Jesus is alive. On the third day, he burst the tomb. And he rose up triumphantly. He opened up the prison bars and he set all the captives free. Don't try to tell me God is dead. I just talked to him today. He lives. He's alive. King Jesus is alive. On the third day, he burst the tomb and he rose up triumphantly. He opened up those prison bars and he set all the captives free. Don't try to tell me God is dead. I just talked to him. Just talk to him. Just talk to him today.
Wow. Well, listen, if I didn't have you on this program, I would not know. I think I heard you sing the song, but I did not know that was your original song. I had no clue. So that's breaking news to maybe all of us here. Wow.
And you know how Grace Trillers get to sing it? It's because I sang it in the festival.
Oh.
And they know the drive of the song.
And Noel just took it and recorded and just what? Any conversation with you before recording?
Well, no, he started to plan with me to record it after the Bible cooled down.
Okay.
And then we have a discussion. Um, he was helping me to distribute the Bible, and we have a agreement that when I sell C cassette, I will give him a portion
Right.
from it, and and um, and I take a portion. But we reached at a point where I could not support myself, so I go and tell him that we're not gonna continue the deal, and he was very, very upset. Tried to call his
Wow.
lawyer. I trembled like a leaf. I didn't know that anything could go like that.
Wow.
My wife was there, and he did make a stamper. He make a stamper to do a 45 with the song. Don't try to tell me that God is dead. And when we have that talk, he go and burn the stamper. My wife wept.
Wow.
And I was so devastated because remember, it's in the gospel we are, but I never know anything like that could happen.
I tell you, man. I tell you, not all, well,
And when that happened, after he finished, the next thing I heard was the song of the year.
wow.
He just take it and do it.
Wow. So what was your reaction? How were you able to show any claim? What was the conversation?
I just stay quiet and
No
keep
royalty,
going.
no discussion, no nothing.
My wife and I.
So you just let it go.
Nothing. I just stay quiet. A matter of fact, it's the first interview I get to say
Oh
that
my
on.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
you understand?
Wow.
You know? So that was that.
Wow.
So I keep writing. I just keep going.
Wow. And that was
You
a
understand?
good
Because
song. That's one of their good songs, and I'm just finding out this Lester Lewis song. That is so unfortunate. That is so
right.
unfortunate. Wow. Wow.
So you know what? When you asked me to sing it a while ago, you know that the Holy Spirit tell me, record it now.
Okay.
When you ask, the Holy Spirit say, yeah, go and re-record
Okay.
it now.
All right. All right. Well, you get your release right, and let's talk with the doc. So hey.
Yeah, you get the release. Because for years we never try to re-record it or do anything.
That's interesting.
And that was the only song on that Bible cassette that my wife did lead a part of the song. Right. So the Lord said to me a while ago, when I start to sing it, we're gonna record it now and bring it out again because Grace Trillers did do a very great job and with the song. So I'm gonna
So you
pump
know,
it up.
that when you record it, you gotta come release it right here again because that's where the initiation come from. So you gotta come back.
Exactly. When you say sing it, I start to sing the song like, yeah man, do the song again, man. Right up on the
Wow.
song. Some people will never hear it, will start to hear it.
Wow. My friend.
And when I say, don't try to tell me that God is dead, there are thousands, millions are saying that God is dead right now. That will be a provocative, will provoke Satan in the
I
21st
get you,
century.
man. And with Lester spin on it, it's gonna be like no one else. So oh wow.
Yes. Yeah.
He
He
lives.
lives. Yeah. Yeah. You know, Reverend and audience, Did you know that death cannot live and life
All
cannot
right, that's
die?
a good line.
So people who is talking about God is dead. You cannot kill breeze.
Amen.
You
Amen.
know, if you're full of tire with air and sink it into 1,000 part of the sea, and you go down there and puncture the tube, the air come right out. You cannot drown here and you cannot
All
burn
right.
here.
All right. Message received. Message.
That's why the Hebrew boys could stay in the fire because you can't burn here and you can't drown here. Jesus said to Nicodemus, the wind blow it where it listed and you hear the sound thereof. You don't know where it's going, don't
All
know where
right.
it come.
All right. All right. All right.
Hello?
My friends, I'm talking to
Doc,
Lester Lewis, the legend of the gospel music. Tell me something, Lester. Let me take.
so we finish with the
Hold on a sec.
Bible. We finish with the Bible. So it's when we win the
Right.
festival, we go home and celebrating. And as we were celebrating, we wanted a slogan. I wanted a slogan. And we was talking about the victory and the win. And that's how the
Oh,
winner man
that's
come.
okay. 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 So Jesus is a winner man is an affirmation of the winning of the festival song. So now Jesus is a winner man is an
Uh-huh.
affirmation of that.
Yeah, yeah. And we wanted a slogan, something that everybody would be saying. Winner man,
Winner,
winner man. So a matter of fact, is lately I realized that I give Jesus a name.
winner man.
And the name that Lester Lewis give Jesus
The
is the
winner
winner
man.
man. So you could be talking to somebody about Jesus and you don't say Jesus. You say, well, the winner man tell me this, the winner man tell you that. They will ask, who is the winner man?
And you can say, go ask Lester, right? Go ask Lester who is the winner man.
we give we give Jesus his 21st
All right,
century
all
name.
right.
And a matter of fact, I'm working on another one saying, uh, uh, Jesus are the boss. Jesus are the boss. Jesus are the boss. King Jesus are the boss. He said Jesus are the boss. Master Jesus are the boss. Jesus are the boss. King Jesus are the boss. Look into the Bible, you will see where Christ laid down his life for you and me. That's the reason why I dance and sing. Eternal life for you and me he bring. So me say Jesus are the boss. Jesus are the boss.
All right, so let's get one round of the Jesus is the winner man. Let's hear again one verse, one round of that, one short round of the winner man,
Okay.
because that is after the festival affirmation.
Man, it's some fun to see, fun to see. Satan lose, fun to see, fun to see. Satan lose. Jesus is the winner man, the winner man, the winner man. Jesus is the winner man all the time. Well, I am on the winning side, the winning side, the winning side. Yeah, I am on the winning side all the time. Read Matthew chapter 2, Satan loose. Jesus was born in a manger, and at his temptation, Satan lose again. Defeated at the Mount of Transfiguration. It's so fun to see Satan lose. I'm fun to see Satan lose. That Jesus is the winner man, the winner man, the winner man. Jesus is the winner man all the time. He said the winner man, the winner man, the winner man, the winner man, the winner man. Jesus is the winner man all the time.
All right, my friends. I'm talking to the legend, Dr. Lester Lewis, All right, Lester, I'm going to make you take a break, take a drink of water, and I'm going to take a little break and come right back. Don't trouble anything. Just get a drink of water, and I come right back. All right.
Okay,
stay right
cool.
there, my friends. We're gonna come right back.
Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Join ORB Ministries on Let's Talk with the Doc, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. There is a story, something to encourage and inspire you. You may even have a life-changing experience. You never know what's next or who will join the conversation. Stay connected. Subscribe to ORB Ministries YouTube channel. Follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
ORB Ministries presents Truth Matters. Join the Truth Matters panel for discussion on issues of the times with host Dr. Orville Beckford Sr. and his panel consisting of Bishop Ishmael Charles,
Reverend Ashana Knight, Bishop Franklin Ferguson, Bishop Colin Powell, Minister Laverne Augustus,
Dr. Danette Ming, Bishop Anthony Campbell, and Pastor Shelley Antoni. Nothing is off limits for discussion. Follow ORB Ministries on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And be ready for the next hot topic on Truth Matters.
All right, where is the legend? Where is the legend? Where is the legend? Back at your camera, my friend. We are ready for you back at your camera. He's maybe still singing. I'm doing things. Somebody gotta let him. Where is the legend? Okay, so what's your story? Everyone has a story. Do you want to tell yours? Stories are inspirational and unique. Maybe God wants to use your story as a life changer for someone. But that will never happen unless you share your story. Not only that it could be a life changer for somebody, but it could change your life as well as you release yourself. Let it go and inspire someone. That will not happen unless you share it. Remember, your light can't shine covered under a bushel. Do you want to share your story? Email orbministries@gmail.com and let's talk with the doc. Only heaven will record the impact you might have and the lives you will change as you share. Maybe that's a ministry God has given you to be a source of inspiration, a testimony of God's goodness and how you made it. Are you ready? Let's do it. All right, so the man is back at his camera and he's having something strong to drink. So he's welcome back. Welcome back, Mr. Lester. All right, so I don't know who is Brother Kane from Florida who is joining us, but good to have you. I'm on the winning side, says my friends Dahlia Parchment, Gibson Parchment. I am on the winning side, and so say all of us. We are winners because if Jesus wins, we are winners as well because he wins for us. All right, Mr. Lewis, let's continue our conversation. All right, we got the story, and one of the reasons I love to do this program is because the things that we don't know about people and their journey and the experiences, we get to understand it here, and that's the beauty of this program. I would not have known that you were the original, the author, the writer of Don't Try to Tell Me That God Is It. I would not imagine. So that's big news for me. After so many years, that is big news for me, breaking right here for the first time in my ears. So, and I'm sure many people are going to say the same thing. Whoa, we didn't know Lester Lewis did that. Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
All right. So you're a man who toured. You've been everywhere, and we can't finish your story tonight because your story is a long one. And although we are part, we still can't finish your story. But
right.
Give me. First of all, let me get into your attire. Your attire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the background of Lester's attire, because you're shroudy, you wear these big garbs, what's behind Lester's attire on stage? What triggers that? How did you come up with how you dress to appear on stage?
Well, when I after I win the festival, I wanted to wear something kind of free. Because, you're singing with jacket and tie, and I'm sweating, I'm hot, and I want to wear something that's free. So we make a little, we call it a dashiki, out of floral piece of cloth.
Right.
And I start to wear it. And it was all right for me. But then now I begin, after I win the festival, I begin to travel. I go to Trinidad, and I do the entire island. The entire island of Barbados, Trinidad, St. Vincent. As a matter of fact, I stay in Trinidad 6 months. I stay in St. Vincent 6 months.
What year was that?
now.
Which year were you in St. Vincent?
I can't tell you now, but I have them
All right,
written
okay.
down.
'Cause
After the festival,
okay,
it was in the 90s. It was
'cause
in the 90s.
I spent
So
2
I
years in
started
St. Vincent.
You?
I spent 2 years in St. Vincent at District Overseer there for 93 to 95.
All right. So it was the same time, like 90, 91, 92,
Yeah, I was
going
there
into
93 to
93.
5. Yeah.
You probably know the Wilsons, Pastor Wilson, that have a church on the hill there. And he was one of the guys that hosted me. And I was invited to Trinidad. And then from Trinidad, we meet all the ministers in the Caribbean, including my mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe,
Okay.
Kingsley Fletcher out of Ghana, Ilopi Taifi out of Nigeria, the prime ministers, and then I begin to travel to all the islands, because every island wanted me from that time.
Right.
So the
Wow.
Bible, between the Bible, it is worthy. The Bible is worthy to be called the Lester Lewis revival, because when I go to Trinidad, and I was invited to Guyana. Guyana was the first country that had me, and then from Guyana I start to. When I go to the cultural center in Guyana, there was no place to hold people, so we have to have the meeting 2 times, two meetings at the cultural center.
Wow.
And there was just one Lester Lewis to come to all of these islands, and a lot of in these islands. Dominica, we have Jerry Lyde, we have St. Lucia, we have Glen Pierre. In Trinidad, we have another guy, I forget his name now. But that boy, them start to sing and he start to pick up like this boy in Trinidad. That's for me breakfast. Give me Jesus for me lunch. Me want it for me dinner. Me want it for me supper. Come on and give me Jesus now. That is everybody begin to catch fire, brother. And then Glen Pierre will say, Glen Pierre will say, St. Lucia, Satan, you're too late. Dragon, you're too late. Satan, you're too late. You already under my feet. You already under my feet. Fire.
So you woke up a new generation of radicals.
A radical. A whole generation. A whole hey. Then you go to St. Croix. Then we end up in Bahamas. And you have a set of guy will get saved there named System 3. And then you have next one named Kent. Lord Jesus, Kent come at Jamaica. Then you have Ann Swinton. I'm gonna try to connect with Ann Swinton and let Ann Swinton connect with you.
All right. I'm looking forward to that.
Because Ann Swinton was the first rapper, and she come from England. So she was rapping secularly. And when she heard me, hey, as Winter said, as Winter, yeah, as Winter said, stand up on your feet, come make me praise the Lord. Stand up on your feet, come make me praise the Lord. Stand up on your feet, come make me praise the Lord. Stand up on your feet, come make me praise the Lord. He give me eyes to see and tongue to tell and why the whole place catch fire. So tell me reach down in Nigeria, and I met Ben Snyder Hosa, and I met a group there, a quartet, and they also catch a fire. Then the whole Africa, they call me Yemen, and my African name is Adewale.
Adewale.
It means has come home.
I heard
So
that before. I heard that Adewale because I had some Africans in my church when I was up in Rochester. So I heard that Adewale before.
Right. Has come home. Then the Fletcher give me a suit from his father. His father is from Guyana. He's from the popular African country where people going now. So he give me a suit. His father. When you touch the suit, the thread will break. Was so old, authentic.
Wow.
And I begin wear the African suit general. My pastor wife said to me, Lester, give me that one to spread up my bed, the sheet. And some people, right, as some people will say, frack. Frack. Say me I wear frack. That time, you have to be bold to wear those suits, you know. Because it's different. But when I put them on, it's like I actually, but I eventually pastor to use it to promote Africa. But Bob Marley never wear those suits. Peter Touch wear.
Yeah, we lost your audio again. Your audio chipped out again, Dan. So whatever you touch that whatever your audio chip out. Check it, get it back. If you can get it back. We didn't hear it yet. My friends, I'm talking to the legend Lester Lewis. We got a little bit of audio issue. We lost your audio again. Hopefully, we can get you to climax our program tonight. Let's see what's happening there with your audio. I hear you now. Stay right there.
Okay. So when when people start to say frack is the more I wear it. The more they say, where you have on? The more I wear it.
What was the motive on that to wear it more instead of that in your face confrontational, or if you don't like it, bite it?
It was in your face, not only here, but I know that I was promoting, because you can promote Africa with lip service. But when you start to wear the clothes, it starts to affect. And I go on television, it's the first they see that. Then I go to a concert in Brooks Park, and when I finish, one lady come to me and said, "Don't stop wearing it. Don't." He said, when you was on the Jesus. And then my wife and I dressed up, because we always dress up in our African suit. The gentleman was smoking, and he saw me coming in a big white African suit. And he put his hand behind him with the cigarette. And the cigarette, and he said like he see Jesus coming. He started, and then one Rasta man see me in half a tree, and hear the Rasta man, "Turn round, let them see Africa." And when I turn around, the Rasta, I don't know how the suit is affecting people. And some of the Rasta man them said, you know what they say? "I like how y'all keep up the African tradition."
All right,
That time church
so,
people don't know what I want.
all right,
That time
I hear you, man.
they don't know what I want. Even when time I do the Bible, many church people don't support me again, you know. They say me I
Really?
sing reggae.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you know,
There was one man when me
go ahead.
preach from house to house. And when time I sing the Bible, brother, and I wear the suit, the man say him not support me again. And him never support me from the Villa church. And him never invite me.
Wow.
People don't know what they do. They don't know
Yeah,
what they
you
do.
know,
There's a problem.
you know, we some of us have become so narrow-minded.
They don't know.
Our minds are so narrow, and our perception of Christ and Christianity is so narrow that
Right.
we can expand our borders. We are very narrow, and we think
Yeah.
it's what's the word I want to use? Word gonna come to my mind. But we think doing some things is like a violation or an intrusion into Christianity, or it is too worldly, you know, yeah, because we don't get a good grasp. We don't get a
Yeah.
good grasp on the broadness of.
We don't lose up.
We don't lose up and get a good grasp on the broadness of how you can present the gospel. The gospel, you can't box. You
Yeah, the
can't box God in.
broadness.
You can't box God in. And some of us think that we
No.
once we get out of here, we cannot let him out of the box, or we gotta pull him back into the box. But he's bigger than what we can imagine.
Yeah, man. So it affect the whole islands, that even people start to jump on the machine and make the clothes. But I wear the original.
From the homeland.
Like I have a suit. I have a suit right now. It's about.
Oh, we just lost Lester. Maybe his battery died. We just lost him, my friends, and I don't know if we're gonna get him back. But he's coming back. He's coming back. So let's see. He's coming back. He's coming back. All right. We lost it for a moment,
About
but
20. Yeah. They said last time I do shopping, it was 2016 in Nigeria. I don't shop since, because I don't shop. And then I discover now, dear,
I'm here. I can hear you. I can
what
see you and I
happened
can
now?
hear you. Yes.
Right. So did you know that the Lord tell me something about a couple months ago. I was talking to someone in Tanzania and Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Liberia and Uganda. And I was talking to these people. And the Lord to tell the Africans, there is no way the Africans should be there and don't have food to eat or anything like that. The Lord is saying to me, distribute the African food now into the entire island and start by putting them in a barrel, just like how we send barrel to Jamaica. Start pack them in barrels and send it, and they will market it in Jamaica. And then from there, we're gonna go up to Tiana load. Because see me, one man see me wearing the suit and asked me to buy the suit from me. Right on the spot. He want to buy it from me on the spot.
Really?
And then a girl see me on one and want to buy it. Then I was going to America, and when we go to immigration, the immigration officer lead a lady. She said, stand out there, stand out there. And when my wife stand out there, she said, your suit is saying everything. So we can use the clothes to glorify God.
All right. All right. Well, you have my best wishes, Dad. You have the inspiration and the motivation. So you have my prayers and best wishes on the pursuit of that. I wish you best on that.
Yes.
All right.
We must pull up the island. Yeah.
Well, my friend.
We must pull up the island.
Yeah, we're talking to Lester Lewis. Everybody know Lester Lewis. Everybody from Jamaica and around the Caribbean and the world knows this man, Lester Lewis, because of the songs that we heard him sing tonight, and that's just some of it. And we have heard a lot of his background and his story. Amazing story, and I'm excited to have him on this program. All right, Dr. Lester, what can you say to us in as we wrap up this tonight? What can you tell us how we wrap up this tonight?
I saw your wife singing, and for some reason, I follow you, and different program, and the intelligence that is coming from your program, worthwhile listening to. Where I'm going now, where I tell you, my first half, my second half, I have gone to over 4.
Wow.
And we expect now to go another 50 or 100. Wow. I want to take, because I want to, you singing there, Reverend, and music was created by the Almighty. But the question is asked, what is the purpose of singing? What is the purpose of music? Music come on the earth through 3 means. Number 1, through nature. Number 2, the Lucifer was the singing angel. His whole body is music. And then everything in John chapter 1 tell you that all things was created by God for his glory. Mm-hmm. Not even for my glory or your glory, but for his glory. And one of the things that your music do is to carry the voice of God. God wants to speak, but many times God wants to speak through music.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why I'm writing this type of songs that I write. No, I am writing about leadership. I'm writing about integrity. I'm writing about responsibility and accountability. I'm writing from every angle. I don't know if you ever heard this, the one that said, true leaders are hard to find. Missing ingredients is character. 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 The missing ingredients is character. 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 Oh God, the 21st century ushered us into a world of globalization, economic uncertainty, health epidemic, and political deceit. The disintegration of the family structure, compromise, terrorism, social and sexual confusion. Oh God, true leaders are hard to find. The missing ingredients is character. 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 The missing ingredients is character. 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 Oh my God. Doctors ignore their code of ethics and swore notes. Teachers sleep with students. They should protect. Priests take advantage of little children. They expected to serve, while husbands abuse the wife. They vow to honor, and corruption is the culture of our global society. Oh my God, true leaders are hard to find. The missing ingredients is character.
Wow, well, that's the voice of the legend, my friend. You hear it coming, and you can hear the passion. You can hear what drives and motivates and inspires. You can hear the man echoing that because of how he views it and feels about it, and expression. And music is really a great voice as well. It's a great voice because everybody can relate to music in one form or the other.
Yeah,
And music cannot be corrupted. Lyrics,
yes,
lyrics is what is corrupted, not music. So to put good
yeah.
lyrics to the music is, can generate a new sense of
And
awareness,
carry.
I think. And so that's a good thing. So I know you'll cause some people to shiver in their shoes because you're pinpointing certain level of society
Yeah,
that people kind of
yeah,
don't pay attention to. But hey,
yeah.
best wishes. Only maybe only Lester can do what Lester does. So we wish you the best as you do it.
But you know what is gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen when I sing these songs? We're gonna have a resurrection of youths that want to sing the voice of God. We're gonna have a mighty resurrection because me and you was talking about Sparrow and Lord Kitchener, and there's a guy Bob Marley, and even a guy from Africa named is Fela Kuti. And when that boy sing, the government tremble. The evil that they was doing through government. They said that even the soldiers and the police tremble. Did you know that this song I sang for you? I carried to Jamaica 2016. I recorded it in Nigeria. And when I bring it, we was going on reggae month. And the government said, no sing that one there. No sing that one there. And did you know that even the radio station in Jamaica suppressing that song now?
Wow.
So the level that Lester Lewis is now is way higher than what Bob Marley was singing.
Well, listen,
And
man.
that's how I'm
Here,
how I'm coming. And it's not me, it's the Lord's doing. The Lord set me aside for this purpose before I was born.
well, blessings to you and best wishes. Here is a good thing. The good thing now is that we have so many outlets. We have so many outlets
Right.
that something might not be heard on the television station or the radio station,
Right.
but there's so many outlets in social media that is hard to suppress it. It's hard to suppress
It's
it.
hard
So,
now.
hard to suppress it. So there are many outlets. So best wishes to you, and you as you get your voice out. I see you hungry and you want to get something to eat. So we.
Oh, you know that.
Well, I can see you.
Mm,
But I want to thank you for joining me on this program, man. And I look forward to you recording that song and come back. Don't try to tell me God is dead. I look forward to seeing you coming back and say, hey, guess what? I got that song ready. I want to
right.
come and release it.
I will be in New York sometime in July, so you can look out and maybe can help me to announce it. And also, we are right now. I have about 20 songs on board, 20 new songs, and we want to release maybe next week or so a couple of them. So I will let you know. How you can help to spread the news. And one of the songs is called Africa Great.
All
Africa
right.
Great.
All right. We'll
And
see what happens.
right, so we're gonna need your help to push it out because we want to dedicate that song Africa to the entire continent of Africa and the world.
All right. You have my prayers and best
And
wishes, man.
and the name of the album is gonna call Walk with the Wise.
Walk with the wise.
Walk with the Wise.
All right, walk with the wise is what you heard, and this is the wise man that's been around and for a
Yeah,
long, 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 long time.
yeah,
And God is still blessing him
yeah.
with strong voice and energy, and his fingers. God is keeping what do you
His
call it?
finger alive.
Keeping the fingers alive from arthritis and all that stuff, so he can still bang the
Yeah,
strings of the guitar. So we wish you
yeah,
all the best, man, and thank you for joining, and thanks Sister Rose for joining us and give us a little bit of insight into the story. Fascinating
yeah,
story, fascinating story.
yeah.
But man,
Thank you, sir.
I will see you again another time, and stay strong, stay connected, and keep on voicing the strong music and let the message
Yes.
go. Let the message go wherever you go. Take the message and stay strong.
And one thing I want to let you know so I don't want to forget, people will need your support. And people who are listening this interview, um, uh, um, Pastor, feel free to put up my number where people can contact me and say, listen, I would want to support you. I can't say it better. I can't say it harder. We need your support so that we can continue to touch the world and touch the people in the nation before we go to our grave.
What's your number now? 876 what?
Yeah, 8575
575.
9316.
Okay,
Yeah,
575
575 9316.
9316.
Yes. There's somebody out there listening that want to support. You understand? Even right now as we speak, I'm going to a school by the end of May. I'm going to a high school there, and we're going to Sierra Leone, and we have to raise our fare. We're going to Guinea and Burkina Faso with Abraham Chori,
Man.
and we already write the song to strengthen the nation, like they call Sierra Leone the Lion Mountain. So here's it. I'm going up to Lion Mountain. I'm going up to the Lion Mountain. I'm going up to the Lion Mountain to tear the devil's kingdom down. Something like that. So we're preparing songs for those nations.
Well, you are my best wishes, my friend. You are my best wishes. You are my best wishes, my
Thank
prayers
you.
and best wishes. And anybody want to contact
Yeah.
him, here his number is public out there, so you can always make contact with the brother and give him your support. And hey, be a blessing to him and help to change the world.
Yes. Peace.
Thank you for joining me, my friend. I'll see you again some other time when things break. We'll come back and we'll talk another time on Let's Talk with the Doc.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you,
Please.
friends, for joining us.
Please.
Don't cut off. You stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Don't go. Stay right there. My friends, thank you for joining us, and I'll see you again on another Let's Talk with the Doc. And don't forget, if you have a story, we would like to hear it as well. Stories are inspirational. They bring blessings, and you never know what's really happening until you hear the story. And everyone has a story. I'll see you again, my friends, on another Let's Talk with the Doc. Thank you. Hey, Sasha, just coming on. If you're just joining us, go back and listen to the program from the start. You'll be fascinated by what we hear from this man. And some songs he sang earlier when we had singing Rose on with him, they have melody, they got harmony, they got drive, they got passion, and they've been doing this for 46 years. So go back and enjoy it, and see you next time on another Let's Start with the Doc. Stay right there, Lester. Well, thank you for checking in on ORB Ministries. I trust that you will share with your friends, subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and stay tuned, because you never know what's next or who will join the conversation.